Hi guys, Luke here and welcome to another FIFA 21 Prime Icon player review, and today guys I'm going to be from the 93 rated Italian centre-back Franco Baresi. An AC Milan legend, spent all of his years, all his 20 years of football with AC Milan. You don't often see many one club player nowadays, and he was playing back with like Milan in like the 80s, the 90s and stuff like that as well, of course, when they were a fantastic side both in the Serie A and also European wise. You know, he was playing alongside some fantastic players, a young Paolo Maldini I think he played alongside for a little bit. He played alongside, of course, Rijkaard, Hullitz, Van Basten, players like that. But yeah, he did cost me 480,000 coins. 3 games played with him, 0 goals scored and 1 assist. He does also have 2-star skill moves as well as 3-star weak 4. He has some amazing in-game stats: his 88 short passing, his 93 reactions, his 95 stand tackle, 96 slide tackle. I did also have the anchor cams that applied to him. Into the player traits is the 2 AI traits of dives into tackles and long passer, and then also has the solid player traits and team player as well. And then finishing with the icon profile, this is talking about his time with Milan during the late 80s, early 90s. They went on to win the Serie A between 1987 and 1990 consecutively. He was also named the Serie A Player of the Year for the 89-1990 season, and also helped was also a part of that team when Marco Van Basten went on to win the Ballon d'Or in 1989. In terms of how he's using game, he's fine. I wanted to kind of use a few more Prime Icon centre backs after reviewing. I mean, so far for the Prime Icons that I've been reviewing, I've been mainly doing attackers, so like, you know, central attack of midfielders, strikers. I've only reviewed one Prime Icon centre back or one Prime Icon defender in general, and that was Herrero, his SBC card from yesterday. I thoroughly enjoyed the card. I think he's a fantastic SBC to be able to go for or to buy off the market, and I thought that I'd maybe start using some other Prime Icon centre backs and see just how they compare to Herrero in general. So I have gone with Baresi for today, who's a very... I mean, in terms of some of his stats, like defending-wise, pace-wise, a little bit similar, but obviously a lot less in height. And listen, I'll say this straight away. If someone's thinking of going like either a Franco Baresi or Fernando Herrera, Herrera is the better card to go for. I think they're similar priced on the market, but Herrera is just better, having the extra height and stuff. I don't think Baresi's bad. I thought, you know, his passing was very good. We'll talk about his passing stats. He's got some amazing passing stats. He has 88 short passing and 87 long passing, and his passing was good. He got me 1 assist in the 3 games. His general passing of play out the defense area was very, very impressive for the most part. 72 vision as well is very good to have. So actually his passing on the whole as a centre-back is really, really good. I couldn't fault that. And also his tackling, his all-around defense play in terms of making interceptions, making tackles, whether it be stand tackles or slide tackles, was once again very, very good. I mean, the Anchor Cam style takes all of his defensive stats to 99, apart from heading accuracy, which goes up to, I believe it goes up to 94. So obviously that's amazing. Pretty much overall 99 defending stats, and his tackling was well timed. It was good in game. Never really made any mistimed tackles that I can really remember, to be honest. So his tackling and his passing are very, very good. His dribbling, to be thrown a centre back, isn't too bad either. I mean, 93 reactions, 86 ball control, 86 composure as well, but he only has 57 dribbling in game. Pace wise, again, not like amazingly quick, but not unbelievably slow at the same time. Physicality wise, lets himself down a little bit there because he only has 80 strength and he's only like 5'9" in height. Yeah, 5'9" with 80 strength obviously isn't great. I think if there's one part to this card that lets him down, or the 2 parts that kind of tie into each other, are the fact that he is short at 5'9", which isn't good for a centre back, let's be honest, and also for the fact that you know, strength-wise, he's just not there where he needs to be. 80 strength for a centre-back that you're paying basically 500,000 coins for isn't really good enough. And even the Anchor Cam style gets that strength up to, I believe it's 88. But even then in game, you know, it doesn't matter. He's got 88 strength in game with the Anchor Cam style. He just simply doesn't have the height to be able to bully opposition players of the ball. Yes, he has the tackling, which he can do, but obviously sometimes you need to rely on a bit of physicality, in which he doesn't really have. He isn't the weakest of players that I've ever used, but at the same time, he's far from, you know, what you really, really want in terms of like good physicality for a centre-back. He's not going to be like a Herrero or a Van Dijk in that sense. So whilst this card was okay to use, I think he is a bit too expensive. I mean, obviously he's 93 rated. You know, he was a fantastic player for Milan and stuff like that. But he's one of those cards, and it's the case with a few of the cards like Xavi, Pirlo. You know, fantastic players that, you know, that of course play for some fantastic clubs over their careers and were brilliant players. And even a case with Gerrard as well, to an extent. You know, Gerrard, you know, an amazing player as well. But the problem is with EA is that they can't make those cards, and it's the same with Baresi as well. They can't make them meta players in game. There's just better alternatives. For example, for box-to-box midfielders, yes, Gerrard's fantastic, but a Paul Pogba plays better in game. He's just a better box-to-box midfielder to use in game. And it's the same with Baresi. Yes, he's a good card, but there are so many other good defenders that go for a cheaper price that'll be just as effective on the market. So once again, he's one of those icons that, yes, he's cool to have in the game, he's cool to use for a few matches, but is he going to make a massive addition and benefit to your team? Probably not. You'd be much better going and doing something that, than going in. If you wanted an icon center, prime icon hero, for a similar price is much more better to go for. But anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.